Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun if I told you about my go-to fall Halloween movies because I am really excited. It rained today. We saw first rain. I'm going to be doing my makeup while I'm telling you about my go-to fall Halloween movies, and yeah, I hope you enjoy these. Feel free to drop down any recommendations that you personally have, and maybe I will check those out if I haven't seen them. I'm going to be using the Tartelette Energy makeup palette. It smells like chocolate. It's very fall coated in my head. If you watched my Tate McRae Allure makeup video, this is what I used for it. If you also watched that video, it means that you know that I'm very blind, so this is going to be very, very, very painful. And I'm sorry if the lighting is sort of booty. It's gloomy outside because it rained, and I'm using my overhead light to sort of compensate that. So hopefully it's not super shadowy. I'm going to go into my lightest shade, and I'm going to put that on my inner corners, like right here while I'm talking, and then I'm going to put this one in the middle as a transition shade, and then my darkest brown one on the outer part. So first up on the list it's the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown. I loved Charlie Brown growing up, so whenever I watch anything regarding Snoopy, it just brings me back to my childhood, and it's very, very cute. I get reminded of watching it in my grandma's house, like laying on my tummy in the living room. It's very, very reminiscent. I love it. It's a classic. I feel like everybody and their uncle watches this one. This isn't like groundbreaking material, but it is a really good one. So if you haven't watched it, please do it. You are missing out on so much. It's so adorable. And if you, for some reason, hate joy and fun, stay away from it. I don't want to hear critiques from people that lack taste. Overall, it's a well-beloved, very oldies movie. And then on top of that, if you ever listen to like Autumn Jazz, the soundtrack for the movie is really good too. Number 2 is my personal favorite Halloween movie because I love witches. I love sort of just like magical vibes in my Halloween cutesy movies. Hocus Pocus. I love this movie. I watched it for the first time during the pandemic, and I absolutely loved it. I understand the hype behind it so much. It's such a cute film. There's a second one too on Disney Plus. I plan on watching that soon because I have yet to watch that one. So now that I laid all of the eyeshadow down and I have like a gradient that I somewhat enjoy, I'm going to go back into the light one, and I'm just going to lay it back over my inner parts just to like relighten it. And if I blended too far in, it sort of corrects it. But I think I'm gonna make it a little bit darker on my outer side because I'm gonna do like eyeliner and stuff like that. This is the number 1 movie that I always ask to watch during Halloween, along with Halloween Town. That is such a good one too. I'm like listing mainstream movies, so if you are hearing these for the first time, it's very, very impressive. Those 2 are the main ones that I gravitate towards during Halloween, aside from actual horror movies. They're just cute and like magical. I don't know. I'm whimsy at heart. And now I'm going to take this little glitter one right here that's sort of like it's not super gold and it's not pink, it's sort of like an in-between bronze, and I put that on my fingy. I put that on my little phalange, and I just like tap it all over my lid. And then because if you really want to get the most payoff for glitters, you want to swipe, and I would definitely always apply glitters or shimmers with my fingy. In the middle of my eye, I swipe a bit after I tap off, the main meat of the product in the middle, so it sort of has the most amount of shine, because that's where I want it's like the natural peak, because like your eye is round. I don't know. Science. Next one, I feel like not a lot of people know about this movie somehow. Little Women. Either one I feel like is fine, but I really gravitate towards, I think it was 2018, whatever the newest one was with Timothée Chalamet. I just feel like that one was exquisite, and I don't know if it's just the nostalgia that I have from that being the first one that I watched. But it definitely is very fall. I would even argue a little bit wintry, but it's very dark academia. It's very comfortable to watch, especially when it's raining. Designated heads of state or especially great communicators. I mean, it's very also feminist, so if you don't like that vibe, then don't watch it, but I do. So I love that movie very, very much. I think it's like 2.5 hours. A big theme in it is sisterhood, and I'm a big sister, so I feel like that whole concept hits very different for me because I love my sister more than anything. So I feel like if you have a sibling that you care for in that way, it will be very emotional for you too, and emotional in a good way, and also bad at some point. Okay, it looks a little messy right now, but trust. And then I have this eyebrow gel that, again, if you watched my Tate McRae makeup video, I'm gonna put it in the card that goes up here. If you watch that, you know that this, I never used this before, but because I opened it, I now have like this mission in my head that I need to use it all. And it gives me like a cute extra step. I don't know, I just brushed it through. Next, of course, is Twilight, and I will die on the hill that New Moon is the fall one. Twilight, the first movie, I will argue is winter along with Eclipse. I feel like the filter on them are too cool. It's really warm in New Moon. I just feel like it screams fall more than the others. For me, both Breaking Dawns are summer. I don't know why. Harry Potter, and my sister will probably fight me on this, I will argue and die on the hill that Prisoner of Azkaban is the fall one, and A Sorcerer's Stone is literally a Christmas movie. The vibe in Prisoner of Azkaban is very, very warm. It's just like also the tone, the color palette that they have for it is very, very, very fall. It's extremely cozy. I really love Goblet of Fire, but it's summer. That's a summer movie. They're doing summer camp right then and there. They're not, but like they're so athletic. It's a summer camp. Next is Halloween. We're getting into spooky vibes a little bit. Do I need to explain this one? I feel like it brings the vibe of fall and Halloween. Obviously it's a horror movie, so it gives Halloween regardless of anything else, but it's a classic. Also, it takes place on Halloween, so the decorations are all up, so you're like also in the vibe of the actual holiday instead of it just being a spooky, scary movie. I'm gonna go in with my eyeliner. I got this one from Sephora. It says it's waterproof. It's not. I put that to the test. And I'm just gonna do like my winged liner. Okay, so now I have it all sort of fixed up. I want to elaborate more on Halloween Town. That movie I feel like is the most perfect Halloween, spooky, fall, cutesy movie because it has all kinds of different monsters. It literally takes place in a magical little town that's Halloween themed. I just feel like there's nothing wrong or to critique with that movie. Love it so much. If you haven't watched it somehow, please just watch it. Then I would say any live action Scooby-Doo movie is so good. Any of the animated ones are great too. It's just I love the live action ones. I would say do like these ones. If you're nostalgic with these ones, like my sister and my friend Gabby, I don't really like those too much. Daphne is, oh my god, okay, first of all, I'm using this Essence blush stick and I'm just going to like it on my cheeks like that and then like do it across my nose as such. I don't understand because Daphne is literally like a walking hazard, and I get it, she's supposed to be like the ditzy little damsel in distress. I just feel like she is so dumb. Like I literally get so viscerally upset. Like I get distressed whenever she's on camera because she is so dumb. It like irritates me. You know, it's not like a woke feminist, like the too woke friend kind of situation. She just like genuinely just bothers me because I don't know. She's just too persistent with wanting to be outside of her niche, and it's just like, well then maybe like, I don't know, you need like a whole character change if we're gonna have that attitude about it. In the two that I really enjoy, she's just a sentient girl. Like she's just a normal girl. Because yes, they still need to play into the archetype that she is a damsel in distress still, but at least she's sentient and it comes off more as like, I'm doing it as a bit. I did it for the vine. I'll ask my sister, she's like a Scooby-Doo fanatic, and she has seen every single Scooby-Doo movie like 1 million times. I'll ask her recommendations because I only am well versed in the live action ones. I'll ask her top 5 recommendations for you guys. Next, I'm going to use my ambiguous old elf palette thing that I use for my schnoz and my 19-year-old Justice eyeshadow brush. Next, I would recommend It. For me, the original one is more scary just because it's so like camp. Pennywise looks more frightening, and I just like make a line over my nose. I have like this Mother of Pearl or Perfect Pearl elf eyeshadow stick that I use for like highlight on my nose, and then I just blend it out with my fingy. Because it's a cream, I then take the sparkle shadow in here on my fingy, and then I put it on the tip of my nose. It helps it stay more because it sticks to like an actual like surface, and then I take my blush brush and I just go like this. Like bring it all together. Like he looks more human-like in that one. I feel like it makes it more scary because it's like, I've never been really scared of monsters or anything like that. Like yeah, I'll be like, oh that's a really creepy look, but I'm more scared of like things that could actually happen, and he looks more human in it. And my sister would deem it a disservice if I did not mention Monster House. She for some reason loves this movie. I feel uneasy watching it, not in a oh it's scary kind of way, but it's just the way it looks. It bothers me. It's like how she is with like the Cat in a Hat live action, which I love that movie. I can admire that it is a sort of good movie, Monster House, but I don't like it. You know, like I'll watch it because she wants to watch it, but I'll never watch it on my own accord. It's like a cartoon. It's sort of in the realm of Coraline with the animation style-ish, but it's also, I would say it's a little bit more spooky, but it's a kids movie, so it's not like super scary, but if you're extremely squeamish, I would say stick to Halloween Town, Twitches from Disney Channel, you know, just like the cutesy things, Hocus Pocus. Yeah, Monster House, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10 on spooky, 10 being the spookiest, I would say maybe it's like a 5 for like a kid's movie, you know, and then 10 would be considered like an adult horror movie. I don't get scared of it, but like I also grew up watching horror movies. Like my first horror movie was like when I was 6, and it was the first Saw movie. One of my like core childhood memories is watching the guy like saw off his foot. And it all comes back to that. Next I'm going to curl my eyelashes. I'm not going to record me doing this because it makes me look demented. I'm going to curl them, and then I'm going to put on my mascara, which is this one, 4 million years old, and very expensive. I got this as a tester. The next movie I would recommend is any of the old Goosebumps. Like I'm pretty sure it's on Netflix, the originals. I used to watch it because my mom like had us watch older stuff. I got mascara in my hair and it dragged all on my cheek. That's so upsetting. But the movie with Jack Black is so good. I would 1,000,000% recommend that. And you don't need to watch the original. Like, yeah, a lot of them are callbacks to older R.L. Stine work, but it's not like, you don't need to know about it. They explain it in the movie. So you're not going to miss anything by not watching the originals, but I would recommend watching the originals because they're very camp. My favorite old Goosebump movie is when this little girl, she is very easily scared. So when Halloween comes around, all of the kids sort of like make fun of her for being really like easily squeamish. So they scare her a bunch and prank her a ton during like the prelude to Halloween. And then on Halloween, she's just like, I'm gonna get back at them. So she goes to this Halloween mask maker store in her town. And she looks around, she's looking for a mask, and then she wanders into the back room. And there are a bunch of Halloween costumes lined up. And she takes one, she steals it. After being confronted by the store owner to leave, she steals it regardless, and she ends up putting it on, and then it like becomes part of her, and it sort of like starts taking over her because it's like an actual entity, it's like an actual monster. Yeah, and like the whole movie is about like her trying to get the mask off, and it's very cutesy, it's very fun. Next, I would recommend any of the Monster High movies, but specifically hone in on Ghoul's Rule. That one is based on Halloween, and it's very cute. It keeps the Halloween vibes going, and it's a Monster High movie, which is objectively artistic. It is a piece of art. Yeah, I really enjoy them, but any of them are really good. My favorite one is Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love? I love that one because I love Draculaura. She's my girl. One of these days, I really want to go as Draculaura for Halloween, and I will paint myself pink. I will dye my hair. I love her so much. I grew up loving her. My favorite movie because it's like all about her. Another really good one I would say is Haunted. That one's about, you know, sort of ghosty vibes, but any of them I would say are really good. Bjork is literally like a relic. It's so good. Overall, any Monster High movie, really great. Ghouls Rule, top one though for Halloween, I would 100% recommend. Then for another horror movie, I would recommend Silence of the Lambs. This one I most recently watched with my sister and my mom, and it was so good. It was really good. I understand why it's a Halloween horror movie classic. It's very spooky, scary skeletons, creepy. It's about a detective, murderer, serial killer type vibe, so it's not paranormal or anything like that. I don't want to spoil any of these movies, so I'm not giving like synopses about them, but there is a lot of gore in it. I would say like look up the gore amount on the movies that I'm recommending, because I feel like all of them have some level of gore that I'm listing as a horror movie. The kids ones obviously don't, but look out for yourself if you are gonna vomit from it. Yeah, Silence of the Lambs is more of a true crime, serial killer, psycho, gone off the rails kind of movie. Next, I would say the live action Alice in Wonderland, but not Through the Looking Glass. Through the Looking Glass reminds me of summer. But the original one, it's very gloomy, it's very like gray toned, and sort of like how Twilight is not really about fall or anything like that. It's very much just like the vibe it gives. It gives cozy and it has a bunch of creepy characters in it. Like, I don't need to explain what Alice in Wonderland is about to you guys, but it's so good. I feel like the live action did such a good job with it. Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite Disney stories, fairy tales, whatever you want to describe it as. I feel like it's just such a whimsical story. And then in the same vein as Alice in Wonderland, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. My sister loves this movie. It's very, very, very good in terms of like creepiness, and it does have some scary parts. I remember when I was little, I watched it and I went like during some parts. It's not the whole movie, it's very chill, and it has like the color palette too that I just talked about, where it's like very cool tone, so it gives the vibe of the season without being directly scary or directed towards Halloween or anything like that. And by the way, I am aware that this video is coming out after Halloween. It's just I milk Halloween. And then there's some people that just go straight into Christmas. So like this is going to be disregarded by so many people, but it's what I like to do personally. And then like I mentioned earlier, I would also recommend Saw. Out of every horror movie I think that I've ever seen, this is the most gore intense saga I could probably ever mention. The entire plot is literally like a serial killer. He kidnaps people that do like crimes against humanity or like wrong people. Sometimes he brings in people that wrong specifically him. And the entire movie is about them going through different rooms trying to get out of torture traps. I wish that they would build more off of the main story of like it being a serial killer instead of just leaning into like making more movies so there can be more traps. I would say the first 3 or 4 movies are pretty decent with building stories still. Anything after that, I feel like it sort of lessens plot. Sometimes I watch it and I'm like, next up, Nightmare on Elm Street, also another horror movie, also another trigger warning, but far, far, far less than Saw. A Nightmare on Elm Street, it's a classic. I dressed up as Freddy Krueger one year for Halloween. It's a very benchmark movie, I feel like, for horror as a genre. It's very, very good. It's more paranormal. I feel like the plot is just very, very interesting. Like, what do you mean the man from my dreams is able to bounce into other people's dreams and, like, kill people in their dream, but also in real life? And then along with Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th. I just realized I could put my glasses back on because I was done doing my makeup for the most part. Friday the 13th, I don't really gravitate towards this very, very, very often, but when I do, it's a good movie. And what I think is so camp and very, very fun too, is the fact that they had a crossover movie. It was Freddy vs. Jason, and I love that movie. I think it is so funny to see how, like, worlds collide. It's like that SpongeBob meme. It's just like, when worlds collide. That movie, 1,000,000% would recommend Freddy vs. Jason. Then, Friday the 13th, the first one. I just think that the first ones were done the best out of them. Friday the 13th, Saw, and A Nightmare on Elm Street. Those were all done the best at the first time they were done. All of the remakes, you can get through like maybe 3 of them, but after that it's like near unwatchable. Like Halloween has so many spin-offs too. I'm not even talking about the 2018 and up reboot of Halloween. I'm talking about Halloween 2, Halloween 3, and then like the 40 other ones. Unwatchable. I would say anything past Halloween 2 is insane, and I don't even like Halloween 2. But then like the 2018 one, Halloween 2018, that one is really good. I refuse to acknowledge Halloween Kills and then Halloween Ends. Like, I don't think either of those are good. And I don't think that we should have brought characters back just to kill them off 40 years later. I think it was such a disservice to their characters and the storyline as a whole. Like, the whole point, the whole reason why the movie was good was because we had some survivors. I don't know why we did that. Yeah, those are my movies that I'm going to recommend to you guys, but I'm also going to tell you movies that I have not seen that I'm going to be watching this year. I have never watched Casper, but I think it looks so cute. The reason why I never watched it is because when I was little, I always thought he looked like a marshmallow. And I don't know why that deterred me, but I still think he looks like a marshmallow, but I'm just gonna watch it because it looks cutesy. I'm also going to watch Phantom of the Opera. Me and my friend Cassie plan on watching that soon. We're gonna see if Gabby wants to watch that with us too. I really want to watch Nosferatu and American Psycho. My sister has seen American Psycho. She says it's really, really good. I just feel like I didn't know that movie existed for a while, and it really intrigues me. I love psychological thrillers like that. And then Nosferatu, I feel like the reason why I never knew that this movie actually existed, or like this story, I didn't even know it was like something that actually was real. The Graveyard Shift episode with the hash slinging slasher, they all just like say Nosferatu, And I just thought it was a character created in the Sponge universe. Like, I didn't think it was an actual thing. And then I found out and I'm just like, but isn't that guy from SpongeBob? Oh my god, they made a spin-off from SpongeBob! My friend Cassie eats, sleeps, and breathes Tim Burton vibed things. She loves the absolute petunias out of A Nightmare Before Christmas and like Corpse Bride vibes. I've never seen A Nightmare Before Christmas, so now I'm gonna do A Nightmare Before Christmas. Anyways, lastly, I'm going to put my lips on. I'm going to take this is a brown eyeliner. Can you tell the light is now gone? This is a brown eyeliner pencil that literally would be the worst eyeliner on the planet. This is from Strawberry Shortcake and I wiped the label off. I do it just because I like grip these things so tightly. Okay, now I'm going to just like fill in a little bit just so I can like tap them together. If you could see that by now, like all the light's gone. And then I'm going to take this Beauty Creations lipstick in the shade Termite 1. Put it over it. This is the makeup look that I usually do during fall. I know I posted a short that is a little bit different and less extensive. I contain multitudes. Yeah, that's the look. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my recommendations for fall and Halloween-ish movies. I hope that you enjoyed watching, and please like and subscribe, and let me know if you have any different recommendations as well. I'm looking for plenty. I feel like Google can only get me so far. I need the niche stuff. Yeah, please like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye!